Hey there everybody, it's DBG Eat the Poo again. It's been a while since my last video, and I promised that I would do something cool with this one. So I have a little surprise in store for everybody. It took a lot of work, a lot of hunting. Definitely wasn't an overnight ordeal. Just got a couple things I want to talk about, and luckily for you guys, I found us a guest to come along and have a little chat with us all. If you just give me one moment, please. Ow. Knocking everything out of there. Alright, remember what we talked about. Alright. Okay. With us today, we have Dylan Myers. I don't know much more about him, but we're going to go over a little bit about music and things I've been doing lately. Different games that I've been playing, and fun stuff like that. First off, things I want to hit on is I freaking love Blink-182. Like, it's unhealthy how much I listen to them. They're very, very beautiful. Like, I'm always listening to either Feeling This, what's that other one called?
Down,
and then Lost Without You. Like, those are, I live my life by those, really. There's not much more that I'd want to do with my life than just listen to those three songs. And like, one of the great things about Blink-182 is the more you listen to them, the better they get. Like, there's always something in one of their songs that I didn't pick up on the last time or something like that, and just listening to Travis Barker's drumming just blows my mind all the time. I always try to air drum along like some kind of super rock star or something, and that never bodes well for me. I don't know why I'm hiccuping and burping so much. It must have been the hot fries I was eating. So, put this down.
I've been eating 3 days. 3 days.
I don't care. That's not what we're here to talk about right
Fine.
now. So anyway, do you have a favorite Blink song that you'd like to talk about?
Always.
Always.
That song.
And what is it about Always that you like so much?
It's so well written. It's, you know, I always think about something that I love a lot whenever I hear that song.
Good observation.
What about you?
I'd probably have to say that... that's actually a really hard question to answer.
Exactly.
Lost Without You, probably, just because there's a lot more emotion in that song than there is with some of their other stuff. Not saying that their music's not emotional, because it very much is. But with Always, like, it has one of the catchiest choruses of any song I've ever heard in my life. I love that. But unfortunately, Blink-182 is taking a most likely permanent hiatus. Tom DeLonge was actually diagnosed with melanoma.
Yeah, they canceled their the 2012 tour because 2 of their members have really bad diseases.
Yeah, I just hope it's not deadly for Mark. That would be really upsetting.
Yeah, I haven't read up on what he has, or even if it is Mark. I don't remember which one, but another one does.
Yeah, either way, if any of them die, I'm going to be heartbroken.
Yeah. Or if they just don't play any more tours or anything.
They're 40 years old, though. Like, that's amazing. Like,
do you feel
40.
old yet?
Yeah, unfortunately I do. I'm not even 20
too.
yet and I feel old. Another thing I want to talk about is our band. We are actually starting a band. I had mentioned in one of my other videos that I wanted to find somebody to start playing with. This finally happened. We've actually written a song already. We're not going to be doing anything with it really until he gets back from basic. He leaves in this November for Fort Jackson, South Carolina, same place I went. Can't wait to go down and see him graduate and visit hell again. It was beautiful down there. I loved it.
I hear hell is beautiful this time of year.
It's great. It really is great. It's not that hot. I don't know if that's northern or what hell. Like what hemisphere would hell be in? All of them.
Yes.
All right. So it's winter, summer. There would be really cool. Some of our inspirations are, if you're interested in maybe listening to whatever we put out, because we will be posting YouTube videos whenever we get recording done 7 months from now. So you'll probably forget about this if I don't die in a car accident or doing something stupid, because I tend to do a lot of that kind of stuff. But about 7 months from now, we'll be putting out music. A lot of our inspirations come from Attila, if you guys have ever heard of them. That's hardcore music. Loud, obnoxious, vulgar. Another one of our big inspirations is Eskimo Callboy. Mostly just for their lyrics. Like, they do a lot of weird stuff with their music that we'd like to try to implement their style, but there's no guarantee with how we're going to be able to do that because it's going to take a lot of recording equipment and other stuff like that we're not going to be able to afford by any means.
Also, they're German.
Oh yeah, and they're German. We can't do that.
I mean, I'm kind of German, but I mean, I'm American. So.
Yeah, I'm Irish, so that's not going to work out.
We would probably drink a lot, but that's about it.
Party. Also, the last band, we're also going to do some semi-serious stuff because a lot of our songs are going to be mostly humorous. For example, our first song was actually titled Bob Saget's Pumpkin Spice Latte. It's a love song.
Extremely.
Of course. But another one of our bands, we are going to do a more serious side because we do have some actual musical and lyrical talent. Is Blink-182 because I love them. We're going to have something along the lines of beautiful music just to
match our beautiful faces.
Okay, another thing I've been doing lately is playing video games. I'm finally getting back into video games. I have a GameCube here, and I've been spending a lot of time at, what's your name again?
Steve.
Dylan's house. And we've been playing a lot of Minecraft. I don't know anything about the game, but it's really fun to swing a pick at stuff and plant trees. We've planted a lot of trees and made waterfalls, stuff like that. Hopefully, here soon I can get a capture card and start actually doing something with that. I'd like to start posting videos of that. I plan on doing StarCraft videos and stuff like that here soon too, getting more into the gaming field, doing interesting stuff with that. Another big game. Wait for it, drum roll. Zelda: The Ocarina of Time. I have beaten this game approximately 30 times now since I was the age of, 7.
Boom.
And still, for the past 4 days, that's all I've been doing. I know where every heart piece is and all this other stuff, but it's still just an amazing, amazing game. Like, it's so ridiculously good. To this day, I have yet to play another game that's as fascinating to play. Like, I've played through it so many times, and it still catches my interest every time I play it.
Same.
There's always just something new to it. I mean, maybe it's it was the first, open world feel style game, and maybe it's just because I grew up on it. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't think it's a great game, but I think it's amazing. The boss fights, the fact that it was the first 3D game that came out for the N64, probably came out the same time as Mario 64. I don't know which one was first, but Zelda's definitely better. The storyline to it, even though it doesn't really go that in depth, it was still really cool how you have to go around and saving the sages and whatnot, and they actually come back into play at the end of the game. It was really cool, the different levels that they had in this video game. Also, Majora's Mask, I just started this morning. Also, a beautiful game. It's really surprising how they went from the Ocarina of Time to that, and how they had those two tied in together, which is something in the whole Zelda franchise that none of the games really tie together at all. For example, you have Wind Waker, which is just this cartoony boat game that no one really understood but liked for some reason. It's just a good game. And then there was Twilight Princess, which came in at some point in time in the story. That kind of tied in with the Ocarina of Time.
A little bit.
Skyward Sword was before... It's the newest one. It was before all the other ones happened.
It's pretty cool to see how, they put this story before the story. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, they have all the ancient background and stuff like that. It's really cool. But they have all those, random Game Boy games and, the handheld ones that just don't fit in at all. And they're just oh, by the way, here's this Link guy doing some other thing. There's no Zelda in this game. And we don't really care. We're just going to make a cool game with swords and monsters and stuff like that.
It's like that Four Swords one, where there's 4 links, and you're just running around dungeons,
Yeah, it's dumb.
I don't like that one.
Pointless to play. I mean, I've beaten almost all of the handheld ones, but still, they're
Phantom Hourglass would be, the only good handheld Zelda game that I like. But
yeah.
I'm not a fan of handheld games as much.
Well, I'm going to try to post another one within the next couple of days. I've got a couple ideas that I'm sorting through. This whole YouTube thing's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm trying to piece together videos. This is a bit choppy. This is basically just my extra ideas that I threw into something and tried to piece together. I finally found a guest that would help me with the conversation thing, because I always have trouble just staring at this blinking dot. Like, I talk to myself all the time, but I never realized how much it would challenge me to talk to a camera and see myself and hear how I actually pronounce words, because I think I might have a little bit of a lisp. It makes me upset. Like, it really, really bothers me.
I have speech problems. That's just the end of that.
Yep. So, see you guys in a couple days. Leave me some love, and I love you. You're beautiful. Tell them they're beautiful.
You're so beautiful.
It's true.